As the days get shorter and colder, we move the action inside, and it's time for volleyball as Munzing Media presents Central Maine Mustangs Volleyball. It's the Mustangs and the NHTI Lynx from the Dave Gagne Court at Kirk Hall in Auburn, Maine, with executive producer Mr. Rob Munzing. And our cameraman tonight, I'm Patrick Dexler. We are excited to bring you YSCC Women's Volleyball. And Rob, these two teams aren't strangers to each other, just playing 19 days ago in Concord, New Hampshire, with the Mustangs winning in straight sets.
Well, the Mustangs are a good story, Patrick. A completely revamped lineup as well as coaching staff, and here they are. Oh, what are we, about a third into the season here, and they are undefeated here. And as you said, they've already played NHTI up there in Concord, New Hampshire, and came home with a straight set victory, Patrick,
yes.
up there? Yes.
25-17, 25-16, and 25-17, completing the 3-0 sweep. And tonight, they'll face off again in YSCC action. Last time we saw the Mustangs here in Auburn, it was Sunday, as they took on the Albany College of Pharmacy and Health Sciences Panthers, and they swept them in 3 straight sets, getting their 5th win of the season. They do have one little blemish on their record, 5-1 overall. Their only loss was to Division III Husson University, a 3-2 final up there in Bangor. Other than that, they've been perfect, and for a team of first-year players, like you said, and first-year coaches, you can't expect anything more.
Well, certainly when you go to put a program together, you're bringing in kids from various areas, and this roster certainly reflects that, Patrick. So you have that acclimation to get used to each other's styles of play may be different from what they had at the high school level, and certainly it's a credit to the coaching staff, co-coaches. That's a unique perspective here as well, Patrick, for the team this year.
Yes, and one of them is no stranger to Central Maine Athletics, and that is co-head coach Kevin Bean. And if it's been a sport here at Central Maine, Kevin's probably played it or coached it, and he's been a longtime friend of athletic director Dave Gagne and was willing to step in at the time when he's really needed. And to go along with Rachel Collins, they've just kept this team right afloat, and they haven't skipped a beat compared to last year. A number of players from Maine, but also British Columbia, Canada, Mississippi, Alabama, Oregon, and Idaho, not to mention Florida. So you have the international and American flavor in this team with just the diversity, and they play well together on the court as a team. And as we talk about them, we have the starting lineups for the first game. For the Mustangs, it'll be Shalmar Zazarka, Autumn Peterson, Isabella Higgins, Natalie Roy, Jackie Bartoshek, Kalia Smith is the libero, and Riley Clark. And we will have introductions with Caleb Lamb here momentarily, as well as the national anthem. And we'll have Mustangs and Lynx here tonight. Lynx come in with a record of 3-4 overall, 1-3 in the conference. Their last game was match was a 3-1 loss to Southern Maine Community College on Saturday, and that was in Concord. We'll also talk about stats for each team. But first things first, let's meet the Mustangs and the Lynx tonight. We'll send it over to Caleb.
Welcome into the campus of Central Maine Community College for tonight's YSCC volleyball matchup between your Central Maine Mustangs and the NHTI Lynx. We'll start with starting lineups for the visitors from New Hampshire. Number 5, an outside hitter, Sydney Kokaris. A middle hitter, number 9, Savannah Ham. The setter, number 10, Mackenzie McAniff. An outside hitter wearing number 12, Emma Bernard. Wearing number 14, Rihanna DaCosta. the setter, number 15, Raquel McCoy. And the libero, number 19, Samantha Locker. And now, the entire lineup introduction for your 2024 Central Maine Mustangs. We'll start with number 6 from Osoyoos, British Columbia, a setter, Shalimar Zarka. From Mount Vernon, Maine, a defensive specialist, number 7, Jaden Elizabeth Perez Day. Wearing number 9, an outside hitter and middle blocker from Cherryfield, Maine, Autumn Peterson. Number 10, a defensive specialist from Richland, Missouri, Sierra Lynn Shepard. From Otis, Maine, a setter, number 11, Olivia Harmon. A middle blocker from Anniston, Alabama, Isabella Higgins. An outside hitter out of Biddeford, Maine, number 25, Natalie Roy. An outside hitter and middle blocker from Hermiston, Oregon, number 28, Jackie Delano. Your libero from Boise, Idaho, wearing number 30, Kalia Stiff. And rounding out your roster from Clearwater, Florida, the opposite hitter, number 34, Riley Clark. The Mustangs are co-coached by a pair of first years, Rachel Collins and Kevin Bean. NHTI coached by Tony Balon. We now ask that you all please rise, and gentlemen, please remove your caps as we honor America with the playing of the national anthem.
Lineups have been exchanged and announced. Teams will shake hands before tonight. And we will get started here in Auburn. The NHTI Lynx in their dark uniforms with maroon and white trim, white numbers and letters. Mustangs in their red uniforms, white numbers, white letters. The libero wearing the opposite color for each team. Last time these two teams faced, Mustangs all the way, 25-17, 25-16, 25-17.
So competitive games, Patrick, so we expect the same here tonight. They're checking all the numbers and rosters, making sure everything is set to go before we get started. Best of 5.
And it will be the Lynx to serve first. Mackenzie McAniff, the sophomore from Epping, New Hampshire. As she is ready, and let's do it here in Auburn. As that will be set, and it will not make the return over the net as the Lynx strike first. And McAniff will serve again. Zarka over to Clark, and she gets it over. And that will be returned. Zarka sets. Clark. That's returned by Bernard.
Bernard with a good dig there.
Mustangs trying to regroup, and it ball went opposite as they wanted and back out of bounds. So Lynx take a 2-0 lead here.
Well, good start for the visitors.
Stith. Zarka. Peterson gets it over. Mustangs will set. And the hit is good. Isabella Higgins puts the Mustangs on the board. And it will be Autumn Peterson. First year from Cherryfield, Maine. The serve goes over. And Clark with the soft touch. That'll be set and sent back over by Kokaris. And she'll get another chance at it. Stith keeps it in, but not able to get it over. Lynx up 3-1.
Tremendous volley there.
Sierra Lynn Shepard will check in for Autumn Peterson. Mustangs looking for momentum as the Lynx are taking advantage early on. And the serve from Kokaris hits the net. And the Mustangs will get the ball back.
Well, let's see if the Mustangs can't go on a run here. I think it's set to go with Isabella Higgins on the serve.
From Anniston, Alabama. The serve goes over. The set by McAniff. And the hit by Ham. As Riley Clark with the soft touch. Gets it over. As that went off to Emma Bernard.
Yeah, you're going to see the nice soft touch right at the net here. Nice serve. Lynx thought power coming, dropped it in.
The serve from Higgins hits the net. Will not make it over as it's now 4-3 Lynx. And it will be Savannah Ham, the sophomore from Farmington, New Hampshire, to serve. Set by Zarka to Clark. Now Bernard over. Zarka keeps it in to Stith. Now Clark. And Bernard sends it over the line. And we're tied at 4.
So we do have replay capability. And I remember when we did matches last year, it's a challenge to fit them in on time. So sometimes maybe we'll have a replay. We'll save it for a dead ball situation.
And the serve by Clark hits the net. The Lynx able to corral it as Zarka sets. The touch by Bartoshek goes over.
Yeah, right inside the sideline.
Mustangs have their first lead of the night, 5-4.
Jack Rochier doing his first work as our student intern here. Probably his first time he's done camera for a volleyball game. Doing a good job for us.
The serve from Clark off Bernard. McAniff back to Bernard. They get it over as Clark will set Bartoshek. Now Bernard goes back over. Zarka sets for Bartoshek. And the point will go to the Mustangs on a double hit.
Well, great action here early on. Let us know where you're watching from. We'll give you a shout out. I'm watching on the Mustangs Facebook page. I know a lot of you are on YouTube.
Soft touch. Set by Zarka. Now Bernard back over. That's blocked by Zarka as Stith will keep that in. Zarka. And the hit goes long off of Bartoshek, and it's 6-5.
Yeah, good rally there.
Olivia Harmon will check in for Riley Clark. As Rihanna DaCosta, the senior from Enfield, New Hampshire, will serve for the Lynx. Stith set it to Harmon, to Zarka. The slam off of McCoy, and the Mustangs have a 2-point lead. Peterson will check in for Shepard. Natalie Roy will serve. McAniff will take it herself. Zarka sets. Peterson. That'll be rallied. Bernard will get it over for the Lynx. Harmon to Peterson. It's kept in by Locker, but then it will go out of bounds. Mustangs now up 8-5.
Yeah, going to see the power move right here. Great leverage. Just no way to keep that one in play. Point Mustangs.
Roy's serve will go over. McAniff sets for Bernard. And Roy keeps it in, but didn't keep it high enough. Lynx will get the ball back down 8-6. As Emma Bernard, who leads the Lynx with 63 kills and 20 aces, will serve. Bartoshek gets it over as the Lynx are playing with it. And the point will go to the Mustangs as that's out of bounds.
Good read that time by the Mustangs, just out.
And it'll be the libero, Kalia Stith, to serve. And off the Lynx, that'll be an ace. Stith will take it again. And back to back.
Oh yeah, bombs away.
11-6.
Take a look at this serve on the replay. Tremendous power on that. Deadens it up and just no way to handle it.
11-6. Mustangs up by 5 here in the first. The Lynx will set it. And off of Higgins, but that will go out of bounds. The Lynx will get the ball back 11-7. as the libero Samantha Locker, the sophomore from Merrimack, New Hampshire, will serve. Stiff. Harmon, the set. And there's contact with the net. So point goes to the Mustangs that time. As now they're up 12-7. And Shalimar Zarka will serve. Locker keeps it in. McAniff sets. That's kept in by Kokaris. Zarka. And there's a quick whistle before. And the Lynx will get the point as Mustangs make contact with the net.
Yeah, net violation.
It is 12-8. Mackenzie McAniff will serve here. Peterson to Zarka to Clark, but the slam goes too far. And it's 12-9. McAniff gets the ball over. Zarka sets for Clark. The soft touch. It's kept in. And the slam too far off of Kokaris, and it's 13-9 for the Mustangs.
I thought the Mustangs might have got a piece of that one, Patrick, but guess not. On to the Mustangs.
Autumn Peterson will serve. Off of Locker, that will not make it back over the net. A back and forth affair here in the first. Mustangs with a 5-point lead, first to 25. As that serve will hit the net, and the Lynx will take charge here, 14-10. As Shepard will check in for Peterson. And the serve off of Kokaris. And the soft touch from Isabella Higgins gives the Mustangs back a 5-point lead. And after securing the point, she'll serve. Locker with the dig. Off of Bernard, but too many hits.
Shout out to the folks watching in Clearwater, Florida. Joykin Brummer, Dana Spoostra, Sean Clark. Welcome to Mustang Magic.
As they're watching Riley Clark.
Riley's had an impact on this one early on. Good one, 16-11.
Kokaris serving. Excuse me, not Kokaris, Savannah Ham. As the Mustangs rallying, but that will not make the net. And the lead down to 4.
We can see not much separating these two squads. Let's see if either one can put a run together.
Ham with the serve. Stiff to Zarka. Clark. And that'll go off Ham, and the Mustangs will get the ball back.
Another great return here. Watch it coming up. Nice little touch and good height. Just drove it through.
And Riley Clark will serve. Bernard, McAniff sets. And the hit off of McCoy will not make it. Mustangs up by 6.
Well, they've got the lead back to 6. Got down to 4. Been between 4 and 6 for most of this first game.
McAniff. The Mustangs keep it in. Zarka to Roy. Lynx trying to volley, and they won't get it over the net.
Yeah, good effort, just not enough leverage there. Too close to the net to be able to get it up and over. Well, here's that little run we were talking about, Patrick.
McAniff sets Bernard. That'll be rallied. Clark over to Roy and off of Kokaris, and it's 20-12. And the Lynx will call a timeout. Each team with 2 timeouts per set. 75 seconds in length. And with that, we will step aside here on Munzing Media.
Since 1964, the mission of Central Maine Community College has been to serve the surrounding communities with an enriched and inclusive learning environment. The college takes pride in transforming students into employees through lifelong learning opportunities that expand career aspirations and improve current workplace skills. While the most evident changes have been made to the physical layout of the college, the real magic happens within the learning. Engaging in classroom conversations, collaborating in immersive hands-on projects in labs, and sharing through teamwork in academics and extracurricular activities provides students with opportunities to think critically, solve real-world problems, and become lifelong learners. At CMCC, students are surrounded by peers all working towards the same goal, with expert faculty who seek out innovative ways to make classes more than just a lecture, and staff who make student success their priority. Students are empowered to forge their own path towards graduation and beyond. Please join us in celebrating the 60th anniversary of Central Maine Community College and be part of our continued journey of growth and innovation.
As we're back here, Mustangs will serve up 20-12 here in the first. And the touch by Bernard. Stith over to Zarka. Roy can't get the set over the net. As it's now 20-13, and Harmon will check in for Clark. Serving for the Lynx, Rihanna DaCosta. Stiff. Harmon sets. And the hit will go off the Lynx as the Mustangs are marching towards 25. As Autumn Peterson will take the floor for Shepherd. And Natalie Roy will serve. Mustangs up by 8. Locker. McAniff. Bernard. That's returned. A big block by Jackie Bardashak.
That's it. Strong play here at the net. Watch Jackie get in position here. Anticipates it perfectly. She's up. Perfect timing right there.
Now back to action. McAniff. McCoy gets it over as now Peterson will send it long, and it's 22-14. The Lynx will get the ball back. Emma Bernard will serve.
Yeah, Bernard looking to go on a run here.
Peterson not able to corral it. 22-15. Bernard, the first year from Chester, New Hampshire, went to Pinkerton Academy, leads the Lynx in 2 statistical categories. As Harmon will send it to Peterson. And that will go inbounds.
Yeah, just inside the line. Well, that's a big point right there because you've got the serve. Chance to close this one out, 23-15. Need the 2 points and take the game.
Kalia Stith will serve. She leads the Mustangs with 40 digs. And Third hit from the Lynx barely makes it over. Zarka with the soft touch. Lynx trying to corral, but it'll get out of reach. Mustangs 1 point away. And Stith off of DaCosta, and the Mustangs get the ace, and they'll finish off first set
Here
with
comes
a win.
game point right here on the ace. And Mustangs will win it by 10.
25-15. We will step aside here. Mustangs take the first one, 25-15, and a best of 5.
At Central Maine Community College, your future is our priority.
I'm going to be a preschool teacher.
An HVAC technician.
Pediatric nurse.
Whether your college journey is starting here,
I'm going to be an architect.
Physical therapist.
I'm gonna be a lawyer.
or we're a stop along the way.
I'm gonna be a doctor.
A machinist.
Honestly, not 100% sure yet.
With over 40 programs,
I'm gonna be a graphic designer.
An athletic trainer.
there is something for everyone.
CMCC.
Your future starts here.
At Central Maine Community College, we are building things that last. We're investing in technology, new facilities, and offering more degree programs than ever before. You can get the traditional college experience at a fraction of the cost, and for some, it's even free.
Wait, did she just say free?
That's right, free tuition for Maine high school grads from 2022 to 2025. Set your goals and find your path at CMCC. Let's build a future together.
Our goal in public service is to improve the quality of life in communities. This is the Public Service and Social Sciences Department. We originally started with criminal justice, and then we added more programming.
I'm in the forensic science program.
I want to become a state fire investigator.
State trooper.
I want to be a game warden.
Forensic psychologist. Behavioral health professional.
If I stay on top of it.
CM offers a lot more
really
hands-on
on the
learning than
action.
most places.
It's like
The
player by
only way
player,
to
then
give them that
different.
experience is to do that through immersive scenario training.
You actually dust for fingerprints.
Learning how to go through and take pictures, what to look for.
We are the only college in the state of Maine that offers a third-year advanced certificate in police operations.
It is a great way of excelling your career and jump-starting you onto that path.
The Public Service Simulation Center allows us to fully implement an immersive training environment.
You
just don't want to get boxed in.
We teach de-escalation, empathetic communication to better address community needs.
The instructors are awesome.
They really care about our education.
We have people that teach who have been members or are actively members of these industries. This is a one-of-a-kind program.
It's prepared me to have a step up in my professional career.
Here at the school, they're really invested in our education.
It's a nice environment.
As we're back here, Mustangs taking the first set, 25-15. Patrick Bexler, Rob Munzing with you here in Auburn. Mustangs will send Peterson, Higgins, Riley Clark, Natalie Roy, Jackie Bartoshek, and Shalimar Zarka, their starting 6, to the floor, along with the libero Kalia Stith, excuse me. Lynx will also send out their same starting lineup. And Zarko with the serve. Locker able to corral it, a one hit off of Higgins, but the Lynx able to corral it and get it over. They take a 1-0 lead, and they've taken the first point here in both sets so far.
Shout out to Brandy Morris. She's watching, Brandy Morris Anderson. She's watching I'm sorry, it's Morris watching in Anniston, Alabama.
She is watching Isabella Higgins as the Lynx now with a 2-0 lead.
Sorry about that, Brandy. Small print on my iPhone, a little hard to read at 71. Patrick Dexler doing a great job. Voice of Mustang Volleyball, Patrick Dexler.
Stith, as Roy will get that just over in the set. Now Stith to Zarka, and the soft touch from Higgins. Lynx will corral Bernard. Now Stith to Zarka to Peterson. As now Walker will send it to Ham, but she sends that long, and the Mustangs on the board. And I believe we've seen this before.
Well, just about the same first verse. That's how it started, and it was back and forth 2. Then it grew to 4 for the Mustangs, and then eventually a 10-point win. She was over, yeah, no question. Point's going to go to the, oh, I guess not. Good hit.
It will go to the
I thought it was, but it was a good hit.
We have 2-2 on the scoreboard.
Yeah, so that's what.
But I don't think that is correct because the Lynx are serving. But we will not speculate as Savannah Ham will serve. It will hit the net as now the Mustangs up 3-2.
Yeah, that was a funny sequence because the Mustangs got the point but didn't get the serve. Am I correct in how that was interpreted?
You're as confused as I am.
And I have to admit that I am not an expert on volleyball rules. Probably the folks watching at home know more than we do.
Zarka sets Roy. Walker keeps it in. McAniff with the hit. As Zarka will set Clark. As Walker keeps that in. Bernard. Good work both sides. Roy. As Bernard one hits that. But the point will go to the Mustangs.
Yeah, whistle came before that final hit.
It's 4-2.
You're just joining us. Mustangs in the red. Lynx in the green. Yeah, nice cross-court point there that time for the Lynx.
It's now 4-3. That was off of Raquel McCoy. And serving is Rihanna DaCosta. Lynx working their way back. Zarka sets. Bartoshek with the soft touch, then off of Roy as Locker will set it. And Kokaris gets it over. Clark goes back. And that is off of Lynx. And the Mustangs now up 5-3 as Riley Clark will serve. And that will go in as an ace. As DaCosta had trouble originally, Kokaris kept it in, and then it was able to carry him out. Mustangs now up 5-4 as Clark will serve.
We've lost the audio here for the video. We're going to fix it.
As the Mustangs now up 6-4. As Rob is working on that, I will paint you. The picture I see in front of me here is Riley Clark will serve. A line drive. Locker will set it to McAniff to McCoy. They get it over. Zarka sets for Clark. A long hit off of Locker as Zarka now sets. Roy with the soft touch off the net, and the Mustangs take a 7-4 lead. As the point went up for the Lynx. as now we have the video picture back, and we'll have multiple subs. Samantha Canning checks in for the Lynx, and that point actually went to the Lynx as they are serving Emma Bernard.
So sorry for losing the picture there. The cable came loose, and that's what I suspected. Got up there and fixed it, and we're in kind of a precarious situation with the camera there, but I think we're going to have to firm that up a little bit. We're good now.
And through all of it now, Mustangs are now up 7-6 after the serve from Emma Bernard goes over the line as Autumn Peterson checks in for Sierra Lynn Shepherd. And Natalie Roy will serve up by 1, and that goes off of Canning, and it'll be an ace. Mustangs now working up by 2. And count another ace. As that went off Bernard, she tried to dig that one out, but no luck.
Well, you're going to see the power that generated on this serve. And coming back wide.
That's Locker to McAniff. To Kokaris as Peterson to Roy. She'll shove that over. McAniff to DaCosta. And now Roy will get the third hit. McAniff sets DaCosta off of Zarka. Then off of Harmon. As the Mustangs were able to manufacture a point there. And Natalie Roy will serve yet again up by 4.
Yeah, watch Roy get power into this.
Line drive. Locker able to send it right back over. The set to Bartoshek, and it makes it through 4 links.
The Mustangs on a nice little run here. Natalie Roy out of Bedford.
Line drive, Bernard to McAniff, back to Bernard. A dig by Roy, the set, and Peterson with the soft touch.
Oh, credit the save by Roy. Coming in, sliding down, getting under it, keeping it alive. Point Mustangs. Doubled up the Lynx here. Lynx stayed close early, just as they did in game 1.
Roy, Locker, McAniff, Kokaris, the dig by Stith to Harmon, the soft touch, but it goes out of bounds off of Peterson, and it's 12-7.
Yeah, Peterson with the idea that just couldn't keep it inside the line.
McCoy serving. As Bartoshek sent that one over. Kokaris, Stith. Harmon sets. Peterson with the slam, and it stays in.
Peterson bombs away. Take at it. Here comes the pretty set. Peterson on the fly. Times it perfectly. Right into the dead area for the point.
Kalia Stith will serve up by 6. Bernard, third hit, does not make it over. And the Mustangs have doubled up the Lynx yet again here in the second.
Welcome all the fans. Boise, Idaho. I don't think we've had many folks watching from out that way, so any of her family watching, glad to have you.
As she hits the net with the serve. Checking in is Rihanna DaCosta for Samantha Canning. As Mackenzie McAniff will serve. down by 6. Stith, Harmon, Zarka, and out of bounds.
Well, a little rally time here for the Lynx. Got it 14-9 down to 5. Had been what, 8? 7 or 8.
McAniff will hit the net.
Yeah, that's a momentum turner right there.
Unforced error as Riley Clark checks in for Olivia Harmon.
Olivia with a solid game so far. She'll get a quick break here. Be back in soon.
And the serve by Zarka. Return. A quick touch by Riley Clark. As now the lead is 7.
You're going to see Clark's play at the net. Times it perfectly. Able to survey the scene. Drop it into that front line where the Lynx had vacated.
McAniff, Walker, Bernard sends it back over. Roy. Zarka sets. Peterson. And Locker will keep it in. McAniff back to Locker. And the touch by Peterson lands. 17-9 and a timeout from the Lynx.
Well, we'll take a look at the replay here. Peterson again, you see her just time it up. Ambidextrous enough to use the left hand and the right hand. We've seen her use both, and just tremendous finish there for the Mustangs. They go up in the command 17-9 lead. We'll take a quick break. We'll come back. We'll have more. You're watching Mustang Sports on Munzing Media Sports.
USC Dunlane provides our program exactly what they say, a chance for small colleges to compete. It's leveling the playing field for everybody.
As we're back here, Mustangs will serve up 8, but the serve goes long. And the Lynx down by 7. It's time to put the rally caps on. As we saw in the first set, kind of got away from the Lynx. They were able to stay in early on, but contact with the net in this point here. Make it 17-11. Serving is Sydney Kokaris. And set. Roy. Now McAniff sets. Ham off of 2 Mustangs. And the point will go to the Lynx.
Well, that was a good timeout by the Lynx. They've rallied up here, 3 straight for them. They've got the momentum. Mustangs still up by 5. Critical point in the game right here.
Kokaris. Roy. Zarka sets. Clark with the slam. And it goes too far. The Lynx have something cooking here in the second, as they do not want a repeat of what happened in Concord 19 days ago. Zarka, Clark, Locker, Ham gets that back over, and Peterson, but that'll go out of bounds. And it's now a 3-point game. Kept in, Roy off the net, and then off of Bernard, and the Mustangs now with the ball back up 4.
Well, similar occurrence in game 1, Patrick, and the Mustangs rallied up from this juncture of game 1. Take a 10-point lead. They won it 25-15.
Autumn Peterson will serve. Locker. Kokaris, Bernard, but the third hit will not make it. Mustangs looking to build their lead back up. It's now up to 5.
Peterson has a strong serve.
Line drive, Locker with the dig. Will not make the net. 20-14. Higgins was up front and ready, but it landed lower than she thought. McAniff, the hit by Bernard. There's Roy to Zarka, back to Roy, and it goes in. Stays in, 21-14.
Sure, we'll be able to see that finish just inside the line. Yeah, you saw it, yeah. Good job, Jack, on the replay here as we come back live.
Peterson with the serve. Ham, fine touch. Clark, as Roy gets it back over, and the Lynx will send it underneath, and it's 22-14. And I think the Mustangs almost got away with one.
I think so.
That looked like a double hit. Peterson, another line drive. Locker sends it high up. McAniff off the net, and she sends it underneath. And the Mustangs now 2 points away. And I think we're pretty close to saying second verse, same as the first.
Very similar circumstances. Pretty good crowd across the way. A lot of the other athletes in here.
But the serve goes long here.
Yeah, Peterson with a little too much gusto.
And Shepard enters for Autumn.
Well, Autumn must be very happy with the start of Autumn yesterday.
Serving Savannah Ham as Stith keeps that in. Zarka to Higgins as Ham will send it to McAniff to Kokaris, but it doesn't make the net as it is game point, and Higgins will serve. Higgins sends that one, and it's an ace. Second verse, same as the first. Mustangs take this one 25-15 off of an ace.
Looking at it right here. Perfect way to finish. And just drops inside the line. And Mustangs up in games 2-0. We'll take a quick break. We'll come back. We'll have game 3 here. Mustangs up 2-0. We're back after this.
The Hutchinson Family Sports Foundation is proud to support Munson Media's production of live streaming high school sports. We recognize the hard work and dedication of Maine's high school student athletes, and we applaud Munson Media's pioneering live streaming efforts. The Hutchinson Family Sports Foundation.
Since 1892. And it changes the game, 35-26. This has been a wacko affair.
When I'm on the road speaking, I'm able to have sidebar conversations with everybody that wants to come talk to me. And I hear about their family and loved ones that are going through maybe cancer, maybe a critical illness, maybe something, being disabled from a job and not having the coverage they need because their health care just didn't cover it.
I ask that you would allow one of our experienced representatives to come into your business so that we are able to educate you on the value of these very, very important products.
As we're back here after 2. Mustangs taking both 25-15 and 25-15. They'll look to keep the momentum rolling, but a couple trends we have seen is the Lynx jump out to an early lead, and then the Mustangs just corral back. And it becomes a back and forth affair until the Mustangs just pull away towards the end of each set. And it just comes down to, I think, more or less, they take advantage of the timeout that the other team takes. And even though you see both times the Lynx kind of rally back after taking that timeout, the Mustangs then use that, and they come back and eventually just take the set.
Yeah, good closeout both first and second games for the Mustangs. About 30 seconds away. Want to let you know our next Mustang action is Friday. We have a softball doubleheader against these same Lynx. And we are hearing some rumors that the Lynx may not be able to field the team. We haven't heard that officially yet. Our good buddy Michael Martineau might have some information on that. Michael could pass that along online on the Facebook page of YouTube, wherever he's watching, if he knows anything about that. I'm not sure if Michael's still working with the softball team there at NHTI, but he's usually in the know about all things NHTI.
Definitely our insider down in the Granite State. Mackenzie McInniff will serve for the Lynx here to start the third. Both teams sticking with their starters.
Lynx going right to left, Mustangs left to right in the red.
Zarka to Peterson, and that will be sent long, almost into us here. This time the Mustangs strike first. And Peterson will serve. And Bernard up over the net. Zarka sets. Higgins with the slam.
Going to see that again. Higgins coming up, as you said, with the slam. Finish the point.
Mustangs up 2-0. Peterson with a bit of a curveball. Stith. Zarka sets. Roy off of two Lynx. McInniff tries to get there. She can't. Mustangs up 3-0 here in the third.
Well, starting a little differently this game, Patrick. The Mustangs grabbing the momentum from being up 2-0 have come out storming.
Peterson with a great serve. Locker sets. Mustangs can't corral in the Lynx.
Good job grabbing that point.
Sydney Kokaris will serve. Line drive. Stith sends it right back. Locker. McInniff sets. As DaCosta gets it over. Zarka sets for Roy. The soft touch will not make it. And it's 3-2.
Well, Natalie trying to do the old freak him out. Wound up and wanted to feather one over the net and just missed on it. Good serve.
Just hits the top of the net, but it'll still be an ace.
Yeah, that was a good serve.
And we are tied at 3 here in the third. Stiff. Zarka sets. Higgins tried to get it over. A block from the Lynx, and they take the lead here.
Well, this is their best stretch since game one.
Third verse, not same as the first two.
Very competitive here.
And the serve goes off of Stith and out of bounds. And it's 5-3.
Well, Kokaris on a run here. Getting the job done for her Lynx.
That serve will not make it. Mustangs will get the ball back down 1. As Higgins will serve. Bartoshek checks in for the libero Stith. And Higgins, nice line drive. Locker back to Bartoshek. Lynx keep it in. Bernard. As Zarka sets for Roy. The drive goes out of bounds.
Well, Kokakis had a wonderful return there for the Lynx there to keep that point alive, and eventually the Lynx come up winning the point. It was about midway through that she made a really tough return. She's a really good player.
Savannah Ham serving up to Roy to Zarka. Bartoshek, soft touch, lands in the middle.
Well, here's that touch that we've talked so much about. It's not all power, it's a finesse game as well. Dropped over very beautifully down there that time.
Riley Clark's serve was attempted to be returned by McAniff, but it hits the net, and we are tied at 6. As Riley Clark will serve. Mustangs looking to take the lead back, but that hits the net. Brianna DaCosta will serve. Lynx up by 1. And the set, Bartoshek with the slam, and the Mustangs tie it.
Well, beautiful set. Bartoshek's going to get a really good set, and watch her just power this one home. The timing, the height, fantastic job. No chance on a dig there. That was just too hard. Well, if you're new to watching Mustang Athletics, we do all the home games here, Munsing Media. Instant replay as well, as you've been seeing here tonight. I'm glad you could join us for volleyball.
Natalie Roy will serve. Locker keeps it in. McAniff sets for McCoy. Now Stith to Harmon to Peterson. Off the net and off a Lynx, and the Mustangs have the lead back.
Seeing this set again. Nicely done there on Harmon's part. Sometimes you got to look at the setter as well as the finish, and Harmon with a beautiful soft set there.
Roy just hits the top of the net and off of Kokaris. As the Mustangs now up 2.
Hits that top of the net there. It throws a curveball into everybody's timing, as you could see on that return attempt. Mustangs looking to rally up here. They were down when they started this service.
Roy with the line drive just hits the net again. McAniff sets for Bernard. Back to Roy. Off the net. And it's 9-8. As that hit the bottom part of the net and is not returnable. Emma Bernard now will serve down 1. Off of Bartoshek, and that'll be an ace to tie it.
Well, one of the few aces tonight here for the Lynx.
Bernard, line drive, Peterson, Harmon, back to Peterson, soft touch off of McCoy, Locker, now Kokaris. Stith tried to keep that up, but the Lynx take the lead back 10-9.
That's the way this third game's gone, back and forth.
Lynx looking to avoid being swept. As Bernard, Stith, back over the net, Kokaris. Now it careens around, Harmon gets it over. McAniff to Kokaris, Stith keeps it in, back over the net, contact with the net, and the point's going to go to the Mustangs.
Yeah, well, look at this. Ball right on the net. Oh, that was a great job again. Jackie Bartachuk gets the point for the Stangs.
Tied at 10, Kalia Stith with the serve. Bernard will try to send it back over. It goes into the net, and the Mustangs have taken the lead.
Well, we're certainly glad to be able to be here in full setup today. We couldn't do the whole setup the other day, folks, and we apologize for that, but there were 5 events we were covering down here.
Harmon sets. Peterson. Locker keeps it in. McAniff to Kokaris. The slam. Too far. 12-10 for the Mustangs here in the third.
Now, that was a bomb. That wasn't going to be returned for sure, but too long.
Kalia Stith. The libero. Line drive. Off of Bernard. Kokaris. McAniff with the third hit. Makes it over Roy. Harmon sets. Roy in with the slam.
Here it is. Roy's going to get tremendous power here, but again, a perfect setup. A little give and go right into the dead area. A bomb.
Stith hits it over. Bernard will wind up returning, and the slam from Isabella Higgins right in front of the net, and that will get a timeout from the Lynx. Isabella Higgins wasn't more than 2 feet from in front of the net, and she was able to slam that through to give the Mustangs a 4-point lead. And with that, we are going to take a timeout here, and we'll be back.
Having free college, it's awesome.
I'm not going to have this weight of debt hanging over my shoulder.
It's so nice to be able to not have to worry about that burden. So yeah, set you up for success.
The environment is just awesome.
Great campus, small, close-knit community.
Everyone's really welcoming.
At Central Maine Community College, your future is our priority.
I'm going to be a preschool teacher.
An HVAC technician.
Pediatric nurse.
Whether your college journey is starting here,
I'm going to be an architect.
Physical therapist.
I'm going to be a lawyer.
Or we're a stop along the way.
I'm going to be a doctor.
A machinist.
Honestly, not 100% sure yet.
With over 40 programs,
I'm going to be a graphic designer.
An athletic trainer.
There is something for everyone.
CMCC.
Your future starts here.
As we're back here, Mustangs up 14-10 and 2-0 in this best of 5 YSCC women's volleyball matchup. Patrick Dexler, Rob Munzing with you. Kalia Stith serves. Nice line drive, but it goes long as it's now a 3-point game. Raquel McCoy, the first year from Franklin, New Hampshire, will serve. A bit of a fly ball as Harmon sets for Peterson. McCoy keeps that in to McAniff, to Kokaris as she punched that over. Zarka sets to Higgins, and the soft touch will go to the Mustangs.
Weren't sure officials had to concur. They're able to speak to each other. Of course, they also can use hand signals as well to communicate. Phil Garwood across the way, you see him on the sanction. He's a veteran official.
The serve from Shalimar Zarka does not make it, and it's back to a 3-point game as Brianna DaCosta enters for Samantha Canning. Mackenzie McAniff will serve. Lynx trying to stay in this one. Higgins to Zarka, back to Higgins, and out of bounds.
Well, this is the point in the game where
the first 2 games, the Mustangs have asserted their will, and looks like the Lynx have figured something out here. 15-13, they're staying right with it. I expect this one's going to be one of those 25-23 finishes, Patrick. We'll see. Either way.
As McAniff will serve. Zarka sets. Higgins with the soft touch. Lynx cannot corral it. And the Mustangs go up 3. Off your prediction, Rob. I'll let you take the replay first.
Well, just that nice feather touch again. There's power and there's finesse, and you need them both if you're going to be an effective net player.
As Peterson will send that into the net. But going back on your prediction, Rob, I will not argue on a prediction from somebody that predicted an 8-7 overtime hockey game not too long ago.
Yeah, what was the score at the time?
I want to say like 3-2
yeah.
or 4-3. McAniff will set for Ham. The send back goes too long. And the Mustangs now up 3, and they get the ball.
Well, Isabella Higgins to serve, and she's been effective tonight.
Nice line drive, Bernard. McAniff back to Bernard. The slam is kept in by Higgins. The set, Roy keeps it over. McAniff will make contact with the net. And now it's 18-14. Higgins, nice line drive. Bernard, Kokaris, and it will hit the floor. Mustangs are looking to go on that run. Higgins, that'll hit the net. We'll also have our Edge Nutrition Player of the Game at the conclusion of today's match. And considering Mustangs up 19-15, I'm gonna have to start figuring that out pretty quick, Rob.
Yeah.
Zarka. Roy. There's McAniff to Bernard. A block from the Mustangs. Bernard back over. Now Stith keeps it in. Zarka sets. Clark. McAniff keeps it in. Ham to Bernard. Now Roy sets. Zarka. Bartoshek slams it home.
Well, this was a good rally up by the Lynx and the Mustangs here. The timing perfect. Bartoshek's been very good.
McAniff floats it over. Save from the Mustangs. McAniff sets. Bernard can't make the net. Mustangs now up 6.
Well, this has been almost an identical carbon copy of what's going on in the first 2 games, as the Mustangs been able to put some distance just about this time of the game.
And give them an ace. Off of Riley Clark. Mustangs now 3 points away from the sweep. And she'll slam that one over. It's saved by Kokaris. Third hit off of McCoy, makes it. Zarka sends it to Roy, and that'll be sent home. 2 away for the Mustangs.
Well, Mustangs undefeated in the season, folks. You've seen why.
As they're trying to corral it, and it will not be sent back over, as it's 23-16. And Olivia Harmon enters for Riley Clark. And the serve, Stith. Harmon. Roy with the touch. It's hit, and it will go out of bounds right behind us. And I actually have the volleyball.
I thought they'd given you the game ball, Patrick.
I don't think I've done enough tonight for that. Mustangs 1 point away.
And we're going to have a tough choice for the Edge Nutrition Player of the Game. We'll take a break after the game, come back with that, and see if we can't get an interview as well. Patrick can talk to the player of the game.
Locker, Bernard, McCanniff. As Zarka keeps that in. Harmon sets back to Zarka. Off of Locker, and out of bounds. And the Mustangs win. 25-15, 25-15, 25-16.
Match point right there. You'll see the players congratulating each other. We'll take a quick break. We'll come back with our Edge Nutrition Play of the Game when we come back after these messages.
Our goal in public service is to improve the quality of life in communities. This is the Public Service and Social Sciences Department. We originally started with criminal justice, and then we added more programming.
I'm in the forensic science program.
I want to become a state fire investigator.
State trooper.
I want to be a game warden.
Forensic psychologist. Behavioral health professional.
CM offers a lot more hands-on learning than most places.
The only way to give them that experience is to do that through immersive scenario training.
You actually dust their fingerprints.
Learning how to go through, take pictures, what to look for.
We are the only college in the state of Maine that offers a third-year advanced certificate in police operations.
It is a great way of excelling your career and jump-starting you onto that path.
The Public Service Simulation Center allows us to fully implement an immersive training environment.
Can I see your other hand?
You just don't want to get boxed in.
We teach de-escalation and empathetic communication to better address community needs.
The instructors are awesome.
They really care about our education.
We have people that teach who have been members or are actively members of these industries. This is a one-of-a-kind program.
It's prepared me to have a step up in my professional career.
Here at the school, they're really invested in our education.
It's a nice environment.
At Central Maine Community College, we are building things that last. We're investing in technology, new facilities, and offering more degree programs than ever before. You can get the traditional college experience at a fraction of the cost, and for some, it's even free.
Wait, did she just say free?
That's right, free tuition for Maine high school grads from 2022 to 2025. Set your goals and find your path at CMCC. Let's build a future together.
As we're back here at Kirk Hall, and we are talking with the Edge Nutrition Player of the Game, Jackie Bartoshek, the first year from Hermiston, Oregon. Jackie, what a great game tonight. Mustangs swept the Lynx. Talk about your performance a little bit tonight.
As a team, I think we really had put everything together. Like the other games, we've been slowly trying to build everything, and I think this game really shown us that we can put it all together consistently and have a great game.
Yeah, talking about your team as a whole, including your coaches, all first year to the program, nobody to look to for second or third year advice. How do you stick together being all first year players?
I think that we're just all just a really big family because we all don't really know each other, so we just, well, we didn't come into it knowing each other, and we just became a big old family with each other.
Well, family is something that Central Maine tries to do as a whole with all of their programs. And Jackie, thank you for joining us. Go celebrate your win tonight, and best of luck the rest of the season.
Thank you.
So Jackie Bartoshek, our Edge Nutrition Player of the Game. We'll take another quick break, and we'll recap tonight's action. here on Munzing Media.
At Central Maine Community College, your future is our priority.
I'm going to be a preschool teacher.
An HVAC technician.
Pediatric nurse.
Whether your college journey is starting here,
I'm going to be an architect.
Physical therapist.
I'm going to be a lawyer.
or we're a stop along the way.
I'm going to be a doctor.
A machinist.
Honestly, not 100% sure yet.
With over 40 programs,
I'm going to be a graphic designer.
An athletic trainer.
There is something for everyone.
CMCC.
Your future starts here.
As we're back here from Kirk Hall, Mustangs sweep the Lynx for the second time this year. 25-15, 25-15, and 25-16 as they move to 6-1 overall on the season, 6-0. The Lynx dropped to 3-5 overall, 1-4 in the conference this season. Next for the Mustangs, they hit the road. They'll play out in New York this weekend, next couple of matches, as they look to keep their conference win streak alive. And for first-year players and first-year coaches, as we alluded to, Rob, earlier in the broadcast before we started, can you ask for anything more from the first-year team?
Just a tremendous effort by the complete team all the way up through, and with the coaching staff putting this squad together here, and another sweep. That's what they have done. They have really dominated the teams here so far this year.
All right, so we will wrap it up from here for executive producer, Mr. Rob Munzing, and our cameraman tonight. I can never remember his name.
Jack Crozier. Jack doing the job here for us. His first game as one of our interns, and Jack's going to have a busy couple of months here as we are busy here with all the games that are occurring here on campus.
So we'll see you next time from Auburn on Friday for Mustangs softball and Mustangs hockey. We'll put an asterisk next to Mustangs softball, but we will not speculate any further. However, we know we will bring you Mustangs hockey Friday night as they take on the UNH Wildcats ACHA club team, a Division II matchup against the Division III Mustangs, and they fared well against the Division II team, the UMaine Black Bears, on Sunday, a 4-3 win off of 3 power play goals. But we'll wrap it up from here tonight. For Rob Munzing, I'm Patrick Dexler saying so long from Auburn.